Today's episode is brought to you by Don't Be a Gunsel, more affectionately known as the D-Bags. Mr. Josh Williams has partnered with us on this and has become our main sponsor of the show. And a little bit about Don't Be a Gunsel. This is just right from their description on their page. We are farm, ranch, and rodeo folks who are tired of posers, fakes, and wannabes. So we carved out our own brand with a simple message: don't be a gunsel. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram, Don't Be a Gunsel, and don'tbeagunsel.com. They've got some hats and some stickers, and then they always share some of the best memes I've seen. So go check them out. Buy some of their merch. If you do, use the promo code BURNINDAYLIGHT and get yourself 10% off. That's BURNINDAYLIGHT. Get yourself 10% off. Get yourself some cool shit. Help a brother out. And so thanks to Don't Be a Gunsel. Go check them out.
Howdy there. I'm Matt McKinley, and we're burning daylight.
Okay.
All right, welcome to the show, Daylight Burners. I am here with Tyler Beaver from Beef Cattle Company and the Open Range app, which is going to be the next big thing on the internet. It is the alternative to Facebook, and if you want to, from what I understand, I guess I'll say what I understand of it, and then I'll let Tyler kind of take it from there. But if you want to sell cattle, you can sell cattle. If you want to sell horses, you can sell horses. If you want to sell a llama or a guinea pig, you can sell a llama or a guinea pig, and they really don't care as long as the word's out there. You can kind of do what you want, and you're not going to have a bunch of animal rights activists jumping down your ass. And it's kind of a free and open deal from what I understand. So, Tyler, does that kind of sound about right?
Yeah, I mean, our goal with the app is to have a platform that is not controlled by some, board of directors somewhere because they don't really understand, what it's like to castrate calves and to do different things and to buy different animals and live that life. And so I don't feel like they should be controlling whether or not we can sell our animals on a platform or not. And so it will be free to use. It will always be free to use. And you can sell anything, cattle and, like you said, llamas or turkeys and chickens and whatever. And then, we've got the community page, which it would be, the closest thing that would be like the wall on your Facebook, where you can kind of discuss topics and all that type of stuff. We've got a development team, for app development, and we will be adding things as they're developed. So we've got, a few things coming out. We're going to have an app update here, I think, in about 2 weeks, maybe something like that. That will kind of have a facelift to it. And then as, some smaller updates come out, we'll just kind of implement those. And so you just have to kind of be on the lookout for them. We do try to keep stuff posted at the top of the community page, kind of some new things going on or whatever we're doing. And then another thing we have is the premium listing page, which people have requested. And that is going to be, one page to where people can pay to have their listing on there. And it'll kind of get out of the noise of the other groups. And it'll be kind of set apart for, if you've got, 2 pot loads of cows you're trying to move, you can contact us and we can, put that on there to where, like I said, it doesn't just get kind of lost down the scroll of the different groups and the walls. Like sometimes it can happen, and we are getting thousands and thousands of new users, on a daily basis and thousands of posts every day. I think we had 1,300, 1,400 new users, new downloads today.
Awesome. What's your kind of overall numbers looking like? I was just kind of curious of that myself, because I think I saw you on like the Get Ranchy page. Are you involved with that too, or?
Yeah, the I guess creator of that has kind of worked with me a little bit. Um, I've kind of helped promote her stuff a little bit at the beginning, I guess, and then she's kind of helped promote some of my stuff. Because
Okay.
we've got 50, 60,000 on the Beef Cattle Company page, where we had sold a lot of cattle. I'm sure that'll be probably deleted here in the next week or two.
Oh, most likely.
And then and so let me see. I think we're at right now. Like I said, we've only really been promoting it or doing anything with it here about the last week and a half. And I think we're at about 8,000 downloads here in the last 5 days, 6 days.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and it's really kind of doubling every day, it seems like, the
Cool.
volume of downloads. So,
Well, perfect. Well, if you're getting that kind of numbers, and I'll put this out on my page. I think we've got just shy of 1,500 on mine, and and I don't know if you listen to my stuff at all, but it's just kind of a
right.
working cowboys.
Right.
Yeah. It's a working cowboy podcast, and I'm kind of doing the same thing. Just I've got I don't know how many, I don't know what the count is right now of advertisements I've got blocked because they say it's too political, and the whole thing is none of it was political. It's a raffle. Just I'm trying to raise a little money so I can go to these like the Ranch Rodeo Finals or something along those lines, and do some interviews there, get some new equipment. So that sounds better to my listeners, and they don't delete my posts, but they won't let me promote them. They won't let me pay them money to get it out there.
Right.
Because and one of them, the only thing I could think of is I mentioned Trump, because the name of the rope I was giving away is the Trump rope. And then the next one was a red hat that says "Make America Gunsel Free Again." That was too political for them.
Right.
And it's just I even tried to be a little bit funny with it, and I put "not political" or I put just a red hat over the for the writing on it, and it didn't matter. They just it's a bunch of left wing BS, and
right.
yeah, and so I saw your app on the Get Ranchy page, and so I was kind of curious as to what your numbers were, but it sounds like it's really kind of taken off, and I think that's awesome. So if I can help in any way, let me know.
Well, I mean, and like I said, stuff like this definitely helps, to kind of get the word out there. I think we were in top 150 social media apps on Apple, trending and stuff right now. So, I mean, the word is getting out there and people are sharing it, which is much appreciated. And that's
Cool.
That's really what we need. But like I said, we'll always remain, and you can say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to get offended. I was in the military 6 years and then now do this for a living. And I've got some people helping me that are of like mind. So you don't have to worry about anything getting deleted. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
Perfect. Well, I like it. I've always said that the best cure to bad speech is better speech. So I mean,
right.
if you get offended by something, either counteract the point or move on with your life. So don't let it bother you. But
right.
there's guys like me and you. We make our living selling cattle, horses. I make a decent amount of money on the side just buying and selling horses, or taking in outside horses, and who knows how long that's going to last on Facebook, because every day it seems like one of these big pages that I post to is getting shut down, and luckily some of the regional ones aren't as coming under fire as much, but it's just a matter of time. It seems like it's really got pretty ridiculous. And so I think the more we can get your word out there and drive people over there, I mean, it's gonna benefit you, and I think it just our kind of community in general, I think, will really take to it. So
right. Well, if we can have a platform that is just uninhibited by any means, I own it. I don't have any partners on it. It's just me, and so I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I own the content 100%, and so I'm it's not for sale, and I'm not doing anything with it. So
perfect.
it'll always be there to post what you want, sell what you want, and all that. So
Cool. Well, I guess a better question is, are you ready to handle all the traffic once it really takes off, or?
well, I mean, I say that really my wife is the one, because I'm out. I mean, like I just walked in from the sale barn. We're
Yeah.
shipping a couple loads of cows up north here this week that we've got to get out. So, but my wife is the one who's mainly taking care of it. And I know we receive probably upwards of 75, maybe 100 messages a day right
Yeah.
now, just questions and asking how does it work and how do you do this and how do you do that, and some suggestions for change. And like I said, all that is being listened to. We've got our developers working on some stuff now. The big things are like subgroups for locations and all that type of stuff. That's our number one kind of focus right now.
Okay.
And so, we hope to get, some of those problems solved here just as quickly as we can. So if everybody can just kind of bear with us, we will.
Oh,
be
yeah.
these things.
Well, I told my cousin and my wife, I said, I like the idea a lot. It's a little clunky right now, but I understand you're kind of in the infancy of it. But
Yeah.
I think you're onto something, and and the more people that get on it, the more you guys can get it streamlined and make
Right.
it a little, as user friendly as possible. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, so I think you guys are really onto something there. And I was just kind of curious if you were just an old cowhand trying his hand at a app development, or if you had people, if you were some sort of like savant that was doing both at the same time, or if you had a team of people helping with you. So that's cool that you got a whole team there as well.
Yeah, it's definitely way over my head. I mean, I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I'm not writing any code or anything like that anytime soon.
Yeah, I used to be kind of halfway a techie type person, but it moves so fast anymore. I can barely turn my phone on nowadays, so
Right.
I couldn't even imagine jumping into that type of world. But I'm glad you're doing it. Somebody's got to, I think so. I'm a firm believer in free market solutions. So rather than the government coming in and saying Facebook has to split up or you have to do this or that, I'm glad there's somebody out there like you that's just taking the bull by the horns, and we'll make our own damn thing. So I
Right.
like it. I like the attitude. I like the idea behind it, and I guess you're kind of like a happy mix between the Facebook and Instagram, where you're searching with hashtags.
Right.
And, but you've got your news feed is looks more similar to kind of an older Facebook edition.
Right.
And so, like I said, it's going to take a little getting used to, but I'm gonna start posting more of my stuff on there, and just more than anything, just get the word out. But yeah, the more we can support you guys like you, I think the better off we all are. It's we live in a crazy time with the way we can communicate with people instantly. I mean, you're in Arkansas and I'm in Nevada, and I'm seeing you face to face, and it's it's crazy.
Right.
And this will be up on my show probably tomorrow. We'll have to see when I put it out, but it'll be here in the next few days for sure. And but I think the more we can have, like your app or somebody else has an idea like that, the better off we are. And we're not, because right now you can't have an online business without being on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I mean, you have to have
rely
those.
on these things.
Yeah,
Right.
and whether you hate them or not, you got to be on them, or you just don't have any exposure. You don't have any marketing power at all. So, so the more apps that we can get that are more designed and more open and free is the biggest thing. That's what
Right.
from what I can tell, you guys don't even really have a real strong political stance on your deal. It's more than anything is just do what you want.
Right.
And I like it. So I think it's a great idea, and I'm glad it's taken off. I mean, I didn't think you had near that many users, but 8,000 in the last couple of days, that's pretty amazing. So.
Right. Well, like I said, I mean, I do have a pretty strong political opinion, but I just, I'm not trying to push that on anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
you want, but just don't tell me what I need to do, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, fair enough. So like I said, I just haven't, you can tell on the Facebook and Instagram, you can tell what their political bias is, and where I've browsed the app a lot here the last several days, and it's just reminds me of those classic Facebook trade and sell groups that we all know and love. I mean, it's
Right.
I've bought plenty of horses. I've bought more tack than I can remember off of stuff like that, and traded people out of stuff. And it was never a political deal. It was a marketplace, and so I like what you guys are doing. And even if you do have a strong political opinion, that's more power to you. But as long as as long as you're letting people do their thing on your app, and then I think that's awesome. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Right. I mean, like I said, it's just a free market, and it's a free space. I mean, you can say whatever you want to,
Yep.
It doesn't. I'm not going to get offended by it,
Yep.
If, but I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, I own it, and so it's not like Facebook. There's not going to be censoring and all that type of stuff. So it won't be an issue.
That's awesome. I think you're on the right track, and I'll make sure and I'll blast it out to all my mediums that I've got, and tell my listeners to go sign up. And I think you'll be seeing a lot more Burning Daylight posts on Open Range, and I think it'd be a good deal.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and then one of these days I'll get you back on the show. We'll talk a little bit more about Tyler Beaver outside of the Open Range deal. Just I'm all about seeing how different folks do their livestock deal in different parts of the country. So I like to highlight that. So we'll get you back on, and we'll have another bull session.
That'll be good. I appreciate it.
Hey, you bet. Well, thanks for sitting down with me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate what you're doing, and best of luck to you. And if you need any help from my end, you let me know.
Will do. Appreciate
All right,
it.
sir. Hey, have a good one. God bless.
You too. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, folks, it's kind of a short episode today, but I really wanted to talk to Tyler and see what his plans were with that Open Range app, because I really like the idea behind it. And like we talked about, they're kind of in the infancy stages of it, but I think they're onto something cool there, and I think we need to support them in that, because the way Facebook and Twitter and Instagram have been going, they're trying to phase us livestock type folks out, shutting down pages left and right, and it's kind of horseshit. So, but it's folks like that take the initiative and go out of their way to build something new. That's what the free market's all about, and I'm 100% behind them on that. So I'm gonna start posting stuff over there, and I think you guys should too. So go check it out, and give them our support, help them grow this thing. I think it could be really cool, and send them your suggestions and feedbacks, and I'm sure he's heard most of those before already, so probably not going to be much new, but you never know. Somebody might have a brilliant idea that they've never thought of before. So, go send them your feedback and check it out, play around with it a little bit, and you might like it. I think it's kind of cool. It's a little clunky right now, but it's brand new, so bear with them, and I think it's going to be pretty neat. But anyway, that being said, I think we're gonna call it a night. Go find me on Facebook, Matt McKinley, Twitter and Instagram at MickerMac85. Follow the show page Burning Daylight on Facebook, at Burning Daylight on Instagram, at Burning Daylight 2 on Twitter. Search Burning Daylight on YouTube, Burning Daylight on the Open Range app, and then you can go over to patreon.com/burning daylight and become a supporter if you wish, and we'll have some bonus content up there here shortly. So, but that's gonna be it's gonna be behind the paywall, just for those who contribute. But anyway, I don't know exactly what we're gonna have, but it'll be something cool. So go check it out, and I'm gonna get back to working on the rest of this audio and video that I gotta sort through. So keep you guys happy. Anyways, I'm gonna do that, but yeah, move your ass. We're burning daylight.